Today I'm replacing the battery on my Yamaha TTR 230 dirt bike. I already have it out, but I'll show you how I got it out. I was a little too tired to film last night when I was removing it. First thing you want to do is pull this right side cover off. There is a 12mm bolt back here, and then there are two 10mm bolts that go right here. Pay attention, as always, to where your hardware goes so you're putting the right bolts back into the right place. Once you have this cover off, there is a little rubber strap that should hold your battery into place. Slide this guy up over top or bottom, and then you should be able to pull your battery out. Basically, you have a positive and a negative post. My bike also has a tender on it, so I have two extra wires that go to each post so that I can easily plug in a battery tender. But unfortunately, my battery was too toast to be tended anymore, so that's why we are replacing it. My battery came with new hardware. If yours doesn't, you can simply reuse your old hardware, but basically there is a nut on either side that go into the post, and then I've got new screws. You might have to wedge that nut forward a little bit until you can get your screw started. Just make sure that you're not cross-threading anything. On mine, I found it was easier to put these tender wires behind the actual power and ground so that they could go in and sit flush. Before I put the strap on and the cover back on, I'm going to make sure that I can start it up. Sounds like it's in right. Then we can put the strap back on and put the covers back on. Might need some pliers for this guy. Also need to push the battery back in some more. If you have extra tender wires like mine, I've got mine strapped under the strap so that they're clear. I don't want them tangling up on anything. I don't want them getting pinched when I put the cover back on. All right, once you have your cover back in place, all three bolts tightened up, see I've got my tender poking out so I can easily access that. And that is how you replace the battery on a Yamaha TTR 230.